Picture this. A calm night settles over Seoul, the kind of night where the city hums quietly beneath its own glow. The Han River shimmers like glass, reflecting the pulse of neon lights and the faint laughter of people passing by. The air feels soft, cool, with a trace of autumn. And then, out of nowhere, movement. For silhouettes appear against the riverside lights. One of them unmistakable. Kim Taehyung. Beside him, Song Kang, Kim Young Dae, and Ju. No camera crew. No red carpet. Just a jog under the city's breath. It's the kind of scene that feels like a dream sequence. Too cinematic to be real, too ordinary to be staged. The night wasn't about fame, yet it carried the weight of something special. As they jogged past quiet park benches and street lamps flickering in rhythm, something about it drew people in. There was laughter, soft conversation, and that sense of calm that only comes when you're truly at ease. And then it happened. Someone recognized them. A phone lifted. A quick video. Just 15 seconds of the four running side by side. But that was enough to make the internet explode. Within minutes, timelines were filled with the words, Taehyung at the Han River. Fans went feral in the best way possible. Hashtags trended worldwide. Hashtag Han River Run. Hashtag Taehyung and Friends. Hashtag Elite Squad. Edits flooded every platform. Some called it the most peaceful crossover ever. Others said it looked like the pilot episode of the prettiest K-drama never made. But behind the memes and the chaos, there was awe, that kind of collective silence you feel when something just feels right. Because it wasn't about glamour. It was about peace. As clips surfaced, fans noticed the little things. Taehyung's easy smile when he glanced at his friends, Song Kang's laugh echoing into the night, Kim Young Dae's calm presence, Ju's playful stride. It was natural, effortless, and unguarded. The kind of chemistry that doesn't come from a script, it comes from shared moments, shared understanding. Later, the story took a cozy turn. The four were spotted again, this time not running, but sitting around a table. A Korean barbecue place, small and glowing with warm light spilling onto the street. No designer outfits. No media presence. Just sizzling meat, laughter and clinking glasses. Fans couldn't handle it. This looks like a movie, one tweet said. No, this is a movie, another replied. And maybe it was, a slice of life film written by the universe itself. Because in that moment, the world saw something rare. Taehyung, one of the most photographed faces on earth, just living. Flipping meat. Smiling softly. Being human. And that's what made it beautiful. For fans, it wasn't about seeing their idol do something extraordinary. It was about watching him exist peacefully. Grounded, joyful, surrounded by people who see him not as V of BTS, but as Taehyung, their friend. People started calling it, the night fame took a break. And in a way, it was a reminder that even under the spotlight, Taehyung seeks the quiet corners of life. Places where laughter is unfiltered and moments are real. He's mastered that balance between stardom and stillness, proving that presence doesn't always have to be loud. Sometimes, the brightest light shines in calm simplicity. It's poetic, really. The Han River, a symbol of Seoul's soul, witnessing one of its most beloved sons finding peace in its rhythm. The jog, the barbecue, the laughter. It wasn't content for the cameras. It was a message that even when the world expects spectacle, authenticity still wins hearts. And maybe that's why fans felt emotional watching those clips. Because it reminded them of something universal. That happiness doesn't always wear a stage costume. Sometimes it wears a hoodie, a pair of running shoes, and a quiet smile under streetlights. As the night faded and the clips kept circulating, one thought echoed through fandom spaces. He doesn't even try to be the moment. He just is. And that's Taehyung, effortlessly magnetic, endlessly human. A superstar who can turn an ordinary jog into poetry, and a plate of grilled meat into memory. Maybe this was just a casual hangout. Or maybe it was something more, a glimpse of Taehyung's new chapter. One defined not by noise, but by meaning. Not by spectacle, but by sincerity. Because sometimes, the quietest moments are the loudest reminders of who we truly are. And that night by the Han River, with laughter in the air and lights dancing on the water, Kim Taehyung reminded the world once again, Even when he's off the clock, he's still the moment.